What's up guys? In this video we're checking out the Flybe 16 from Flywoo. Flywoo also sent me their FlyLens 85 with the 04 Pro, but I basically already have a review on the FlyLens 85. Really the only difference is that the new 04 version comes with a bracket that fits the 04 camera. So the Flybe 16 is really going to be the drone that I focus on most in this video. So this will be the first 2S whoop that I'm flying with the 04 Lite, and this thing is really small. Look at that. Up front, obviously, we've got the 04 Lite with Flywoo's custom camera case. This thing is pretty well dampened, so you shouldn't have any vibration issues with the camera. So you should get some smooth results if you do decide to stabilize footage from this drone in GyroFlow. So we got the camera up front. The 04 Lite air unit is on the very bottom, protected by this plastic piece. I'm really not a fan of these plastic pieces. They improved it from the original design, but I don't know. You got the antenna coming out the back here. This one is for the ELRS antenna that's built into the flight controller. I'll talk about that in a second. And then this antenna right here is for the 04 Lite. With the 04 Lite, you do have easy access to the USB slot right there. They include a right angle USB plug that plugs in pretty easily there. And then obviously there's no SD card. Above the 04 Lite air unit, there is a Goku F405 HD V2 with 12 amp ESCs, and that has that internal ELRS receiver that I mentioned earlier. Like I said, that's this antenna coming out the back. And then the motors on this are Flywoo's Robo 1003 14,800 kV motors with tri-blade 40mm props. Technically, this drone actually has the exact same all-in-one board and motors as the FlyLens 85 I have here. This one just has bigger props, and obviously they're bi-blades, and it's a bigger frame, and it can carry more. Both of these drones will use pretty much the same batteries. This one I'm primarily going to use with a 550, but you can fit a 750 on here. Checking out the weight on the drone, as is with no battery, you're looking at 48 grams. Once you add a 550 2S LiPo, pushes it up to 75 grams. And then with a 750 2S LiPo, that pushes it up to 83 grams. I'm tired.
Funny. No matter how hard I try, I'm so tired. No matter how hard I try, I tried to get away. He would work himself to death, but I couldn't get far. I tried to get away. He would wear himself out, but I couldn't get far. No matter how hard I try, I'm so tired. Like every day's a stress. I'm so tired. No matter how hard I try, I'm so tired. Like every day's a stress. I'm so tired. Hustle just to pay the dues. Now
Alright, so that was a lot faster than I expected. This drone has some speed, but I did experience some prop wash, especially when I was doing some dives and just kind of some more freestyle movements. So the tune, I think, does need a little work. This isn't one that I would recommend for indoor flying at all, especially since it has the exposed props and just how fast it is. I would just stick to flying outside with this drone. Another thing that I mentioned earlier is just this little cage. I really am not a fan of this. They improved it over the original design, but it's still plastic, and the way that this one goes together is the screws actually go through the frame, through the flight controller, and then directly into this. There is another little nut in there kind of holding the screw in, but this entire thing kind of like shifts a little. Can you guys see that? I don't really like that. The FlyLens 85 has the same thing, but this one is like a little beefier or something, and it has the little legs on the edge, and it actually makes it a lot more sturdy, but it is still that same plastic, so I'm not really sure. I don't know, I'm not a fan of that design, the plastic case kind of protecting the 04, the 04 Pro. I don't know. Flight time with the 550, I got a little over 3 minutes, and then with the 750, closer to 4, maybe 5 minutes. So if you're just looking for a nice little 2S drone for outdoor cruising or some light freestyle, this thing's pretty fun. Solid camera dampening. I'm not worried about any of the wires on this getting struck by the props. Everything seems pretty well secured. The camera cable is coming down the front, and that's not going anywhere. This is the only other wire really that's out and about, and that goes up through the frame right here, so that's not getting struck. Very cool little 2S drone. Now, if you want a drone for more cinematic indoor flights, go with the FlyLens 85-04 that I have here. So I'll put some flight footage on the screen now of some of the tests that I did with this drone, and it does fly really nice. Flies just like the original FlyLens 85, to be honest, just now we have a much better camera. So in conclusion, indoor flights, go with the FlyLens 85 or even the 75. Both are solid drones for indoor flights since you have those prop guards on there. And for outdoor flights, go with the Flybe 16 or the Flybe 20. I don't have a Flybe 20. I was only sent the 16 that I have here. The 20 is a little bit bigger than this. I'm pretty sure it has the exact same motors and all on one board in the middle. Just a little bit bigger, probably more comparable to the size of this thing. And you'll probably be able to fit a bigger battery. So maybe longer flight time, may perform a little bit better in freestyle movements. So that's gonna do it for this video, guys. If this helped you out, subscribe to the channel, leave the video a like, and if you have any questions about the Flybe 16 or the FlyLens 85, leave a comment down below.